Welcome to our tribute video, a heartfelt space to honor those who have left a lasting mark on wrestling and our lives. Today, we celebrate their incredible journeys, reflect on their powerful legacies, and cherish the unforgettable moments they gave us. We'll also discuss the latest news about WWE star Jey Uso, whose recent challenges have deeply resonated with fans worldwide. Join us in remembering their stories, preserving their impact, and keeping their legacies alive. Subscribe now to be part of this supportive and dedicated community. Bart Sawyer, born on November 30th, 1965, was a respected and dynamic presence in the world of professional wrestling. Known for his charisma and in-ring versatility, Sawyer carved out a solid career through the late 1980s and 1990s. Whether performing on the independent circuit or stepping into the spotlight in major promotions like the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, and World Championship Wrestling, WCW, he consistently impressed fans with a mix of technical skill and high-flying athleticism. Sawyer built a reputation as a hard-working and adaptable performer, earning admiration from both fans and peers. His matches showcased his deep understanding of wrestling psychology, and his ability to engage the audience helped solidify his place in the sport. While he never became a household name, he was a fixture in the wrestling world, especially on the independent scene, where his passion truly shined. Beyond the ring, Sawyer's dedication to wrestling extended into mentorship. He was deeply committed to helping younger talent develop their craft, often working in training programs and behind-the-scenes roles. His guidance helped shape the careers of many aspiring wrestlers, reflecting his love for the business and desire to see it thrive beyond his own success. Tragically, Bart Sawyer, though gone too soon, his legacy endures. He is remembered not just for his in-ring achievements, but for the impact he made as a mentor and a passionate advocate for professional wrestling. Those who knew him continue to celebrate his life and contributions, ensuring that Bart Sawyer's influence will not be forgotten in the wrestling community he helped build and inspire. Bertha Faye was a standout figure in professional wrestling during the 1990s, celebrated for her strength, charisma, and bold personality. Born on March 15, 1964, in the United States, she began her career on the independent circuit, where she quickly gained attention for her size, power, and unique style. Her presence broke traditional molds for women in wrestling, challenging stereotypes and opening doors for future female competitors. In the mid-1990s, Bertha joined the World Wrestling Federation, now WWE, where she became widely recognized for her over-the-top persona. With her brightly colored outfits, exaggerated hairstyles, and a mix of humor and aggression in her performances, Bertha Faye brought something fresh and unforgettable to the women's division. Her in-ring style was physical and dominant, setting her apart from many of her peers. Bertha's most notable achievement came in 1995 when she captured the WWF Women's Championship, defeating Alundra Blaze, one of her fiercest rivals. Their rivalry showcased Bertha's ability to entertain while delivering hard-hitting action, helping to elevate the profile of women's wrestling during a time when it often took a back seat. After her WWE run, Bertha continued wrestling in various independent promotions, maintaining her passion for the sport. Though she eventually stepped away from the spotlight, her influence remained. Bertha Faye proved that women of all shapes and styles could thrive in professional wrestling, and she inspired many who followed. Her legacy lives on as a trailblazer who brought humor, strength, and heart to the ring. Remembered for her unforgettable character and barrier-breaking contributions, Bertha Faye holds a special place in wrestling history. Louis Spicolli, born on February 10, 1971, in San Pedro, California, was a gifted professional wrestler whose career shone brightest during the 1990s. Starting out in various independent circuits and regional promotions, Spicolli's true breakthrough came in 1996 when he joined Extreme Championship Wrestling, ECW. There, he became known for his wild, unpredictable matches and forged a memorable tag team partnership with Raven. Together, they engaged in a heated rivalry with the Pit Bulls, thrilling fans with their intense and gritty encounters. Spicoli's wrestling style was a unique mix of high-flying aerial moves, solid technical grappling, and an adventurous flair that made his performances stand out. Beyond ECW, he also competed in major promotions such as World Championship Wrestling, WCW, the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, the United Wrestling Federation, UWF, where he performed as part of Asistencia Asesoría y Administración, ATA, and Japan's Frontier Martial Arts Wrestling, FMW. His charisma and connection with the audience made him a memorable figure in the ring, earning him respect among peers and fans alike. However, behind the scenes, Spicoli struggled deeply with drug addiction and personal challenges. These demons cast a shadow over his promising career and tragically cut his life short. On February 15, 1998, just days after his 27th birthday, Spicoli died from a drug-induced heart attack. His untimely was a heartbreaking loss for the wrestling community and served as a stark reminder of the industry's ongoing battle with addiction and mental health struggles. Though his time in the spotlight was brief, Louis Spicoli's legacy endures. Fans and fellow wrestlers remember him for his electrifying performances and fearless spirit, a testament to the lasting impact he made despite his struggles. Billy Two Rivers, born on May 5, 1935, was a trailblazing professional wrestler and dedicated Indigenous activist whose legacy resonates both inside and outside the ring. A proud member of the Mohawk Nation, Two Rivers began his wrestling career in the late 1950s, quickly standing out for his athleticism and distinctive style. His native heritage was a central part of his wrestling persona, as he incorporated cultural elements into his performances, making him a unique and memorable figure in the wrestling world. Throughout the 1960s and 1970s, Two Rivers competed in numerous North American wrestling promotions, including the National Wrestling Alliance, EWA, and the World Wrestling Federation, WWF. His skill, charisma, and ability to engage with fans earned him widespread respect from peers and audiences alike. Wrestling against some of the era's top names, he built a reputation not only as a talented competitor, but also as a magnetic performer who brought authenticity and pride to his cultural identity. Outside the squared circle, Billy Two Rivers was a passionate advocate for Indigenous rights and culture. Later in life, he used his prominence to raise awareness about the struggles faced by Indigenous peoples, striving to foster understanding and respect for their heritage. His activism reflected a deep commitment to his community and a desire to ensure future generations could embrace their identity and fight for equality. Billy Two Rivers, leaving behind a powerful legacy as both a pioneering wrestler and a tireless champion for Indigenous peoples. His contributions to professional wrestling and his unwavering dedication to Indigenous advocacy continue to inspire many, making him a true icon who bridged sport and social justice with grace and strength. Timothy Well, born on September 8, 1961, in San Antonio, Texas, was a professional wrestler best known for his impactful role in the tag team division during the 1990s. He gained his greatest recognition as one half of the tag team, Well Done, alongside his partner, Steve Dunn. Together, they carved out a niche in the wrestling world, particularly during their tenure in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF. Well's wrestling journey began in the late 1980s, competing in regional and independent promotions, where he honed his craft and developed a versatile in-ring style. Known for blending technical wrestling techniques with a rougher, brawling approach, Timothy Well was praised for his adaptability and solid performance inside the ring. His hard work and dedication quickly earned him respect among his peers and fans. When Well Done joined the WWF, they stood out with their distinctive look and chemistry as a team. The duo engaged in several memorable feuds against prominent tag teams of the era, showcasing their skills and entertaining audiences with a mix of solid wrestling and crowd engagement. Though they may not have reached the highest pinnacles of tag team championships, their presence in the division was significant, contributing to the depth and competitiveness of tag team wrestling during that period. After their WWF run, Timothy Well continued to wrestle in various independent promotions, maintaining a steady presence in the wrestling scene throughout the 1990s and beyond. His commitment to the sport and passion for performing never waned, making him a respected figure wherever he competed. Timothy Well leaving behind a legacy of dedication and professionalism. Fans and colleagues remember him fondly as a talented and hardworking wrestler who made lasting contributions to tag team wrestling and the wrestling industry as a whole. Chyna, born Joan Marie Laurer on December 27, 1969, was a pioneering force in professional wrestling whose legacy reshaped the industry. She made her debut in 1997 with the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE, and quickly became a standout star. Known as the ninth wonder of the world, Chyna's towering 5 feet 10 inches frame and muscular build challenged the traditional image of female wrestlers. More than just a wrestler, she was a trailblazer who broke barriers by competing against male wrestlers, something nearly unheard of at the time. Chyna was the first woman ever to participate in the Royal Rumble match, a milestone that showcased her as an equal competitor in the male-dominated wrestling world. She also made history by winning the Intercontinental Championship twice, becoming the first female to hold the prestigious title, which had traditionally been reserved for men. Her success went beyond the women's division. She proved she could hang with the best, regardless of gender, inspiring a new era of female wrestlers to push boundaries. Outside the ring, Chyna expanded her career into acting, appearing in films and TV shows, and even ventured into reality television, where her bold personality continued to shine. Despite her groundbreaking career, she faced personal challenges, including struggles with substance abuse, which affected her life off-screen. Chyna leaving behind a lasting impact on wrestling and popular culture. Her fearless approach and groundbreaking achievements opened doors for future generations of women in wrestling, earning her a permanent place in wrestling history. Fans and peers alike remember her as a trailblazer who redefined what it meant to be a female wrestler. Mike Sharp, born on October 28, 1951, was a respected Canadian professional wrestler whose career left a lasting impact on the wrestling world. Over several decades, Sharp became well known for his impressive physique, dedication, and skill inside the ring. He is most remembered for his time in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, during the 1980s and early 1990s, where he earned a reputation as a reliable and hardworking performer. Sharp began his wrestling journey in the late 1970s, quickly making a name for himself with his strong presence and technical ability. His signature move, the sharpshooter, demonstrated his agility and wrestling prowess, earning him respect from fans and fellow wrestlers alike. Throughout his career, Sharp shared the ring with some of the biggest stars of the era, including legends like Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage, which further cemented his place in wrestling history. Although Sharp never captured a major championship title, his value to the wrestling community went far beyond titles. Known for his professionalism and work ethic, he was often called upon to help elevate younger talent and deliver quality matches. His charisma and dedication made him a beloved figure among wrestling fans who appreciated his contributions to the sport. Mike Sharp, but his legacy continues to live on. He is remembered not just for his in-ring skills, but for the respect he earned from peers and fans due to his unwavering passion and commitment to wrestling. Sharp's influence remains significant, serving as an inspiration to those who value hard work and perseverance in the squared circle. His memory is cherished by all who admired his career and the mark he left on professional wrestling. Norman Frederick Charles III, July 25, 1941, August 22, 2019, was a celebrated figure in professional wrestling, known for his charismatic presence and lasting impact both inside and outside the ring. Born in the United States, Norman's career began in the early 1960s, quickly establishing him as a standout performer across major wrestling promotions such as the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, and the National Wrestling Alliance, NWA. Throughout his career, Norman captivated audiences with his unique blend of athletic skill and theatrical showmanship. His most famous wrestling persona, the Wrestling Genius, perfectly showcased this balance, combining technical prowess with a magnetic personality that made him a fan favorite during an era crowded with legendary talents. Norman's ability to connect with fans and entertain made his matches memorable, earning him a respected spot among wrestling greats. Beyond his in-ring success, Norman played a significant role as a mentor to the next generation of wrestlers. His dedication to teaching and guiding young talent helped shape the future of professional wrestling. Many wrestlers credit Norman for imparting not only wrestling techniques, but also the importance of professionalism, respect, and sportsmanship. Norman's reputation extended far beyond his athletic abilities. He was admired for his genuine character and passion for the wrestling community. Colleagues and fans alike appreciated his commitment to the sport and the joy he brought to every performance. His passing on August 22, 2019, was met with sorrow across the wrestling world, but his legacy lives on. Norman Frederick Charles III remains an influential figure whose contributions continue to inspire wrestlers and entertain fans. Remembered fondly as the Wrestling Genius, Norman's impact on professional wrestling is enduring, making him a beloved icon in the history of the sport. Joshua Samuel Fatu, better known to wrestling fans worldwide as Jey Uso, has stood as one of WWE's most electrifying and dynamic performers for well over a decade. From his explosive in-ring style to his undeniable charisma and storytelling prowess, Jey has become a cornerstone of WWE programming, captivating audiences with every match and promo. However, in recent months, his presence on WWE television has been conspicuously absent. This sudden disappearance has sparked concern and speculation among fans, as it became clear that Jey was sidelined due to a serious injury sustained during a brutal attack by none other than Drew McIntyre. As fans and commentators await news, many questions loom large. What exactly happened to Jey Uso? How serious is his injury? What does the recovery process look like? And what lies ahead for the former tag team champion and established main event competitor? In this comprehensive exploration, we will delve deeply into the circumstances of Jey Uso's injury, the ongoing rehabilitation efforts, the swirling rumors versus the facts, and what the future might hold for this beloved superstar. We will celebrate his resilience and dedication while acknowledging the uncertainty and challenges that come with any major injury in the high-impact world of professional wrestling. Lane of the injury, the brutal assault that changed everything, the catalyst for Jey Uso's current absence, was a vicious and unexpected assault by WWE's powerhouse, Drew McIntyre. Known for his fierce, hard-hitting style and imposing physical presence, McIntyre delivered a punishing onslaught during a recent WWE event that left Jey severely injured. The attack was not just a scripted plot twist, it was a physically intense moment that spilled over into real consequences for Jey Uso. Witnesses recall how McIntyre unleashed a relentless barrage of strikes, devastating power moves, and a particularly vicious Claymore kick, his signature finishing move, that landed with a thunderous impact on Jey. The assault left Jey writhing in visible pain in the ring, clutching his ribs and upper body, clearly struggling to maintain his composure. The severity of the attack immediately triggered concern among WWE officials and medical staff, who quickly intervened to assess Jey's condition. Though WWE has chosen to keep the precise medical details confidential, insiders have confirmed that the injury primarily affected Jey's ribs and upper torso, inflicting serious trauma that necessitated immediate medical attention. Given the vital role ribs play in protecting organs and facilitating breathing and movement, such injuries are not only painful, but also require careful, extended recovery to avoid complications like fractures, punctured lungs, or long-term mobility issues. As a result, WWE made the decision to pull Jey Uso from active competition and place him on the injured list, prioritizing his health and recovery over immediate storylines or championship pursuits. The recovery journey steps toward healing and strength. Since that fateful night, Jey Uso's life has been largely consumed by rehabilitation and recovery. His absence from weekly WWE programming has been deeply felt by fans, who eagerly monitor every update, hoping for encouraging news about his condition. While official updates have been scarce, reports from backstage sources paint a hopeful picture of Jey's commitment to healing. Recovery from a traumatic rib injury is a demanding and delicate process. It requires a carefully managed regimen of physical therapy, rest, and gradual conditioning, all tailored to ensure that Jey's body heals fully and regains the strength necessary to withstand the punishing physical demands of WWE competition. Physical therapy focuses initially on pain management and restoring mobility, followed by targeted exercises to rebuild muscle strength, improve flexibility, and restore cardiovascular fitness. For a wrestler like Jey Uso, whose in-ring style is fast-paced, high-impact, and physically intense, the rehabilitation process must also incorporate training that simulates wrestling movements without risking re-injury. Doctors and medical professionals closely monitor Jey's progress, adjusting treatment plans as needed to avoid setbacks. Meanwhile, WWE's performance and wellness teams collaborate with him to craft a safe, realistic timeline for his eventual return to the ring. While no official return date has been announced, insiders speculate that Jey is making steady progress and remains motivated to return stronger than ever. His reputation for resilience suggests that he will approach his recovery with the same intensity and discipline that have defined his wrestling career. Dispelling myths, separating fact from fiction about Jey Uso's injury. As with any high-profile WWE superstar's sudden absence, rumors and speculation have proliferated, creating a fog of misinformation that can confuse fans and the wider wrestling community. Let's address some of the most common rumors surrounding Jey Uso's injury and status, clarifying what is fact and what is unfounded gossip. Rumor 1, Jey Uso's injury is career-ending. One of the most alarming rumors is that Jey Uso's injury is so catastrophic that he may never return to wrestling. While the injury is serious, there is no credible evidence supporting this grim prognosis. WWE officials, medical experts, and Jey himself have provided no indication that his career is over. On the contrary, all verified reports suggest a positive recovery trajectory. Jey's past history of overcoming injuries and his commitment to healing further undermine this rumor. Rumor 2, Jey Uso is unhappy with WWE and using injury as an excuse to leave. Another persistent narrative suggests that Jey Uso is dissatisfied with his current role in WWE and is leveraging his injury as a reason to step away or negotiate better terms. This claim lacks basis, given Jey's consistent positioning as a main event-level performer in recent storylines and his vocal appreciation for the WWE platform. Interviews and social media interactions prior to his injury reflected passion and gratitude toward the company and fans, making this rumor highly unlikely. Rumor 3, WWE is keeping Jey Uso off TV for storyline purposes. Some speculate that Jey's absence is a creative strategy rather than a genuine injury, perhaps to build suspense or surprise fans later. While WWE does sometimes write temporary absences into storylines, multiple reliable sources confirm that Jey's injury is authentic. Medical personnel have confirmed the seriousness of his trauma, and WWE's transparent communication about his placement on the injured list reinforces that this is a real physical setback, not a storyline. Rumor 4, Jey Uso's injury was worse than initially reported. There have been whispers that initial reports downplayed the severity of Jey's condition, suggesting a more complicated or prolonged recovery than publicly acknowledged. While medical details remain private, it is common for professional wrestling injuries to involve complex healing paths with fluctuating progress. This uncertainty doesn't equate to catastrophe. Rather, it underscores the challenges athletes face in recovering from significant trauma, especially in a sport demanding peak physical performance. Mental fortitude, Jey Uso's strength beyond the ring. Injuries test not just the physical body, but also the mental and emotional resilience of professional wrestlers. Jey Uso is no stranger to adversity. Throughout his career, he has confronted setbacks and pain with remarkable grit and determination. His ability to channel personal and professional struggles into motivation has endeared him to fans worldwide. Though he has kept a low profile on social media regarding his injury, those close to him report that Jey remains intensely focused on rehabilitation and maintains an optimistic outlook. This mental strength is critical, as prolonged recovery periods can challenge an athlete's identity and morale. Jey Uso's journey reflects not just a physical healing process, but a battle of mind and spirit, a fight to reclaim his place among WWE's elite performers. His family heritage, including his brothers and cousins in the famed Anoa'i wrestling dynasty, offers a source of support and inspiration. Fans can draw confidence that Jey's comeback will be fueled by unwavering dedication and love for the sport. The impact of Jey Uso's absence on WWE's landscape. Jey Uso's injury and subsequent absence have created a palpable void within WWE, especially on the Raw brand, where his recent solo run had attracted widespread acclaim and fan support. His explosive matches, emotional storytelling, and commanding presence made him a pivotal figure in numerous storylines. Without Jey, WWE's main event scene has shifted, altering the dynamic of ongoing feuds and championship races. This absence has opened the door for other superstars to rise and seize new opportunities, creating an evolving landscape of competition and narrative tension. When Jey eventually returns, it is widely expected to be a momentous occasion. His re-entry could dramatically shift power dynamics, reignite old rivalries, and inspire fresh storylines that leverage his comeback's emotional weight. WWE's creative team is undoubtedly planning for a spectacular return that honors Jey's importance to the roster and audience. Looking ahead, what does the future hold for Jey Uso? Although no official timetable for Jey Uso's return has been disclosed, the trajectory of his recovery is encouraging. His comeback will likely hinge on medical clearance and WWE's strategic plans for storytelling and talent deployment. Speculation abounds regarding how WWE will reintroduce Jey to the spotlight. Will he seek vengeance against Drew McIntyre, the man responsible for his injury? Could he make a surprise entrance at a major pay-per-view event, electrifying the WWE universe? Or might his return come with a new character twist, adding layers to his already rich wrestling persona? Whatever path WWE chooses, one certainty remains. Jey Uso's return will be a highly anticipated, emotionally charged moment that resonates deeply with fans and reshapes WWE's competitive landscape. Final reflections. A champion's spirit endures. Jey Uso's injury represents a significant hurdle in a career defined by passion, perseverance, and spectacular athleticism. Though sidelined, his spirit remains unbroken. The narrative of his recovery is still being written, one filled with hope, determination, and the promise of triumphant return. Fans and fellow superstars alike await updates with bated breath, united in their support for one of WWE's most beloved figures. As the WWE Universe rallies behind him, there is no doubt that when Jey Uso steps back into the ring, it will mark not just a comeback, but a powerful testament to resilience and dedication. Until that moment arrives, the wrestling world holds its breath, ready to welcome back a true champion with open arms.